Nice
boy.
Japan branch, February 15th, 5:55.
We're gonna go see the one down in the basement.
Oh boy, my favorite. Basement Cathedral. Dabs.
So, you finished reading the file.
Yeah. Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Kameji.
Well, you're half right.
Who do I
Is that
talk
a
to
fucking
first?
Fun? Talk to Date? Tokiko must have written this. Freud.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's
Extra,
this?
please.
There's some kind of device in there.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device.
So, talk to Date first.
Hi, Chisel.
Hey, and Sizzle.
You changed?
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
Holding warm though.
Are Lien and Kizuna okay?
Why you just gotta tag me like that, bro?
Lien and Kizuna aren't here right now. Cooking shit. Split up ramen.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were gonna think hard about where to go.
They're going for Atomic.
What about Jin Furue?
I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember
Neither
what
of
it
those
said
children.
in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin. So
Both of
you
those
think the
children were.
transplant was done against Jin's will?
What was that, man?
Both of those children are victims in these circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just became a problem.
I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
Out of Jin's control, utterly. Baron pervert.
Baron Pervert.
When did you get here?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when
I
we found the
honestly
corpse
thought
on the
she
ritual
meant-
platform.
I honestly thought she was teasing Date and Lien instead of Kizzy being there. I'm a dumbass.
Mm.
How did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function.
Marco.
Marco?
Marco?
Marco, why are
Marco.
you in this video game?
The name of my AI ball in my left eye. He's pretty shy.
Oh.
He doesn't talk much.
Fun fact, Marco is actually non-binary.
A
Huh.
non-binary? Fucking PogChamp.
He goes by
No,
he, them pronouns.
Non-binary.
Unlike someone else I know.
That.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Iva
Rude.
really well. We were partners 6 years ago.
Fucking knew it.
When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Iba. But Iba and Date? Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if
had a
I was
divorce.
compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Is Marco even in the chat?
I mean, he's in the chat enough to be added. And he was here when the raid went off, so
Mm-mm.
he might just be AFK.
It's kind of sad. I made so many memories with you, Iva.
Fucking with her. Yeah. Why were Iba and Date fighting?
Um...
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Iba was still in your left eye.
Oh, God.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting video.
Typical Date.
The fact that it's a VR watermelon splitting video just makes me think that Date is the person splitting the watermelon, though. So that's even funnier.
No, what I think it was is freaking girl thigh.
No, that's what I mean, though. Because it's in the
Oh.
VR thing. I'm trying to figure, like, the only other way I could think of it is if you have, like, a camera mounted to the watermelon.
Possible.
No, I've seen that. This is about a VR version of something like that. That's the issue here. Anyway.
Maybe his head was the watermelon.
See, that's the thing. That's the only thing that I could think of. Because it's like, why would that be worth it otherwise? About Uru Sumozuki.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somazuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
All I want to do is fucking cry thinking about how horrifying all of this is, honestly.
Yeah.
Not the murder type. The murder type is gigantic. compared to the absolute body horror of kidnapping and torture kind of shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What happened up until now?
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait, Shoma has an older sister?
Yeah,
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A Mame Doi.
Really?
Date, the girl with very nice hip bones.
I've been wondering.
Baseball bats, Date.
6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the Nirvana Initiative, right? Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the Nirvana Initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead. Right, the Mastermind is dead. But you saw it, on the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan. That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice.
How could you tell it was behind a filter?
But Uru should have been dead.
Could have easily been Tokiko.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died. Which means...
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
It did something.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the Nirvana Initiative.
What was that, Moon?
They did something to Ryuki. Something
When?
happened.
Where? How?
Hmm.
We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru. What's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the Nirvana Initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
She smiles like boss.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
Where's Mama?
There's nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out. Open sesame!
Oh no, he's an adorable loser.
Marco, please. What is this?
Do you like it? Erotic, isn't it?
Date!
Fucking talking about? You're so
I want to
weird.
step on him in the unkinky way.
Yeah,
Date's
me
just
too.
Like, just face plant him face first in the ground and just stomp on his back.
I want to do what Heidelin did to Zodiark.
I understand what Date is saying. It opened for him readily.
How is this in any way erotic?
Much more erotic than watermelon splitting.
Let's get going. Yeah.
I just want to roundhouse kick him into a wall.
He's so fucking stupid.
Cora says, yes, hello, I'm from Kitchens and everything is erotic. It's true.
What does the kitchen have to do with this?
When no one's listening to you talk, you say some shit.
What?
Oh.
Oh, This is the cathedral.
The
of
real
There's-
chapel.
2 cathedrals.
Explains why they rebuilt it so easy.
Oh. Wait, did I see
What does this
a
mean?
person down there?
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals? That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki.
It is a Ryuki.
I had to do
I'm
something.
here too.
Hang on.
Hi, Tama.
Tama! Yeah!
Tama,
How is Ryuki doing?
Okay, so they can talk to each other.
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been
It's
like
gonna be a
this
worse
for
idea to show him
hours.
Date. Are you okay?
No.
he appears to at least be breathing.
He might not be if there was rope and a branch in here. This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
Ah, unfortunate. I have become attracted to the voice changer voice. Disgusting. Anyway, about Kizuna.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination.
Why are you here?
Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file?
He did, yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
What about the self-destruct program in Tama?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terror's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Gay.
Oh, Tama.
It's Ryuki. Oh,
I want to give
to
Tama a
the
big
right? I'm pretty
hug.
sure we can talk to BB. Ryuki.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago,
Wow.
Ooh, Violent.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that's
Now it makes sense. Okay.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was Quartz.
Right. So we were Mizuki.
Yeah, we're the actual
That's the one-
Mizuki. And that what happened there, that was all BB.
Mm-hmm.
It made my heart condition worse.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah, my the back lock feature on my chair disengaged. So I
Oh.
took back a little bit further than I thought, and I hit my knee on my desk.
Ouch. Sorry, bud.
I'm fine.
It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half. But I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
So they shot it.
And you failed so bad.
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
She seems a little pissed.
And it all makes sense now.
Hey, Date. 2 cathedrals?
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
Okay, so the one
You
that
get it
goes
now?
directly up is the one we're in now.
Yep, it's the East Cathedral.
Mhm.
Whereas the one that has to be accessed through the locked door is the West Cathedral.
There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one.
Or we have it reversed. Okay.
This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nice building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Mr. Date. everyone.
What is he holding?
Tama.
Ryuki, now's not the
Oh,
time
he's
to
holding
cry.
something with a band.
Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Okay.
After that, we all shared information. Iba, Tama, and Marco shared everything on the local network. Tate received everything as well via the device implanted in his eye socket. Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, we shared verbally.
So everyone's up to date on everything.
Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including Somnia, top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the Nirvana Initiative.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the Nirvana Initiative?
Yeah. I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Who do we talk to?
Sorry, I just expected that to be like a full-blown conversation without
Same.
us interrupting it, but like, look at BB, I guess.
Don't worry about me. You should talk to Ryuki.
Date?
Why are you talking to me? It's Ryuki's turn, isn't it?
Yeah, talk to me.
About the videos?
Uru created 3 videos. QR video, Nirvana Trial, and Nirvana X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but
It's just an urban legend. A rumor.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The Nirvana Trial.
About the Nirvana trial.
It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of Nirvana X, the third video. For testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the Nirvana Trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
about TC Purge.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge. Because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it. And he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem. Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Ah, that's what he was holding.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge. And as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
The main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of the designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the Nirvana Initiative.
Even if this Nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Interesting way to take one of the theories of how COVID got out as a serious thing.
Especially since I just read that Uchikoshi completed the script for this game within 2020.
Yep. And
Anyway.
COVID was already spreading by the end of 2019, so... Especially over in Japan, he would have been hearing about it a lot earlier than we did.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
When is the plan going to happen?
The final video, Nirvana X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today.
Aiba, what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
Where's it gonna happen?
Well,
We don't know.
my guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
No.
Probably Yoyagi Park.
I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something Bibi said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue. Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.